my eccentric fellow bakers. If you do that, if you like to transform recipes, welcome to this channel. I haven't done a video in a long time because life, you know how that goes. Holidays, all of such. I did do a ton of baking. If you see my feed on Instagram, you know that I've done a ton of baking. Just there was nothing brand new, so it's hard to bake something new and then, you know, just for the sake of it. I mean, that's hard for me, but I'm sure if people do this for a living, it's not hard because that's just what they do. But anyways, something new. I'm gonna be making scones. My family likes to do a lot of grab and go breakfast, and I made a ton of muffins. Lately I'm getting kind of bored of the muffins and such, and I've made tons of cookies. That's not for breakfast, but my kids think it's for breakfast, so I need to make something healthier. So scones it is. I'm going to show you the recipe that I used. I found, I don't even know where I found it. It was so long ago. Remember when you had to search things up on the, how did you search it? I mean, it was the internet, but it was like, you couldn't really, like there wasn't like a Pinterest board that you could pin it to. So I had to like copy and paste it into a Word document and then print out the recipe and then put it in my recipe book. So don't know where it's from, but I'm going to show you how. Oh, my babes. I'm going to show you how I'm eccentrifying. You can tell this recipe is loved. Look at all the mess. Anyways, here are the ingredients. 2 cups of flour, so if you want to screenshot this. 1/4 cup of white sugar, baking powder, baking soda, salt. So the butter, I use Earth Balance. Let's come over here because look, I cut this up, you know. 1/2 cup of milk or sweet chocolate. So I have my vegan dark chocolate, and then these things I don't do the cranberries, and then vanilla and buttermilk. The buttermilk, I will tell you what I do to the buttermilk. So I put in, I usually do 3/4 cup, and then I put some lemon juice in it, just because it's a sweeter recipe for scones. I don't do, you can do vinegar, but it's just to curdle the milk. So actually it works really well. If you use almond milk, put a little lemon, about a tablespoon, let it sit, and you got your buttermilk. Okay, so I'm going to do this recipe kind of because I don't want to make these videos long. I realized I was making them so long. Like, who wants to sit and watch somebody, like, because I'm not really chatting. I'm really messy in my kitchen, I'll tell you that too. Like, I should wear an apron. I have tons of them and I don't. Maybe I'll put one on today just for fun. And as you can tell from my recipe, it's so messy. Like, I literally will mess up my entire kitchen so bad. Like, flour on the floor, flour in the face, everything all over the place. Like, I will definitely like get it everywhere, and not clean up until the end. I mean, like, who wants to clean up like during and then, yeah, I mean, so I definitely am a very messy baker. I kind of just go with the flow and just like, you know. I have to tell you my angel food cake story really quick, just to kind of show you how messy I can be. Like, and I kind of don't think sometimes, I don't think things through sometimes, which, you know, but I've done this recipe several times, so I think I'm okay. But when I was first baking, and I'm a self-taught baker, nobody ever really taught me how to bake, so I didn't quite understand a lot of stuff on recipes or things like that, or box mixes or whatever. And way before I did things vegan and dairy-free, I was making angel food cake, and I wanted to make several for a party or something. I don't remember what I was doing. And I thought that angel food would be okay if I'm like, so I was like, I'm making a double batch, so let me just do both boxes at the same time, and just, I'll split the batter as I pour it into the 2 pans and blah, blah, blah. Note to anyone making angel food cake, do the boxes separately. Make one mix first, put it in your pan, make another mix first, then do it in the other pan, like if you're making multiples. Because guess what happens? When you mix up angel food cake, it expands. And I'm not quite sure what's in it. I honestly, I haven't made angel food cake in forever. I don't understand what's in it that makes it go, but when I put the two together, I had a small bowl. It exploded. I won't say, it didn't go like, but it like started rising and over the bowl. And it was almost like one of those baking soda vinegar, like things, like volcano things from a science project. Went all over my kitchen, because the reason why it went all over my kitchen is I was doing it on a table, and then it freaked me out. I should have just left it on the table, and I just picked up the bowl and was like yelling at it to stop, like it would stop. Yeah, it didn't. And so it all went all over the floor, and then I carried it to the sink, and then it got all over. Yeah, it just wasn't pretty. And then angel food cake is sticky, so it was disgusting and sticky mess for like. Don't do that. So yeah, I'm going to just maybe fast forward this process. The only thing, and then you might see me do here on the scones, let's see, it just says to, I guess I should tell you a little bit. So I'm gonna mix all the dry ingredients together, make sure I have that, and then I'm gonna cut in the cold butter. I'm gonna cut in the cold butter like a pastry. So that's kind of what scones are. They're kind of like a pastry. If you don't have a pastry blender, that is like one of the best, this is what they are, one of the best tools. Mine is very loved, so you can tell it like is split. Best tools that you can have in a kitchen is a pastry blender. You want to kind of do it like you do pie, and kind of blend it until like the flour and the butter have made like little crummies, like it looks really crumbed. And then after that, you're gonna want to stir in any mix-ins, like any, as it's dry, like the flour. So mix in your chocolate chips and like your nuts or cranberries or whatever you're gonna do then, because you don't want to do it after you put in the milk, because you're gonna be kneading it, and you just don't want to knead in that stuff to really mix it. You just want to get it in the dry. And so you, okay, my love, my son, and then after that, after you got it all mixed, you're going to pour in your buttermilk, and you are going to knead it. And I'm going to actually probably do it in my trusty mixer, because then I won't have to get my hands dirty. And then, I'll just roll it out into like a circle and cut it into triangles. And there you go. So that's kind of the process. So let's speed it up. You might have seen kind of like a lapse in time there. I ran out of vanilla. What a baker I am. But I found maple. Oops. Okay, it wasn't maple extract, it was maple flavor. Well, because there was there was a lemon extract and there was a licorice. No, those are not, no. If you don't know yet, I live in it is my house now, but I live in my grandma's old house, and so she had a lot of stuff that she left. One of the things was a lot of her spices, so it's like, oh sure, she'll have some vanilla. Nope. And so let's cross our fingers with this maple. It kind of was dark, so it turned my dough a little bit tinted, a little tan, so we'll see. But it smells good. I'm just hoping that it is good. So yeah, I'm gonna get some parchment down on paper. I'm gonna pat it out and cut it into triangles and bake it at 400 until it's done. Until it's brown, well, slightly brown on the bottom, which should be like 15 minutes, but I'm going to sprinkle some, I'm gonna do a little, wow, I just feel like I lost my mind. I'm going to do a little milk wash on the top, which is taking the almond milk and just dabbing it on the top and sprinkling some sugar so it gives it a little crust and a crunch, because that's what I like in my breakfast. So, okay, cross your fingers, these taste good. I'm a little worried now with the whole maple flavor not being an extract. I thought it was a little thick when I poured it out. We shall see. All over the place. And then now I'm going to be putting the little milk on top of there. And I'm going to be using my child's cereal bowl and a clean paper towel, because yes, this is how I do, because I cannot find my utensils yet that are still packed away. I can't find my little brush that I have, my little pastry brush. So this is what I got. And then I'm going to be sprinkling sugar on here and then baking it. So we'll still see how they are. Oh, I made 8 on this tray, 8 on that tray. So that's how many because I cut them small, I don't cut them big, and they're made for the kids to just grab and go. So anyways, we'll see how they bake up. The kitchen is semi-clean and put back together. Just a few seconds, so no, really a couple minutes of cleaning and then we're good. So they're in baking, I think I said it wrong degrees earlier, 400 for 15 minutes. So yeah, we'll see how this turns out with the maple flavor. Kind of worried about it, but hey, you're supposed to put vanilla, so if you make them, they'll probably taste better than mine. So anyways, hold tight. Okay, I am going to taste this. It's a nice, look at that brown crust on the bottom. So they're a little bit darker in terms of just like, they're more tan than I normally come out. I think that's because of the maple, because it's almost like molasses when it came out. So let's see. Okay, the maple kind of makes it taste like more of a cookie. I mean, just in terms of the flavor, than a scone. You know, because scones are usually like, I don't know, not sweeter than a cookie, but they have just it's fine. No. So I guess if you want to use another abstract. Wait, is that right? Vanilla abstract. Oh, that is right. Why am I second guessing myself? Abstract, vanilla, now I gotta go look. Is that the word? Vanilla, okay. I guess you could use whatever you want. Almond, with chocolate chips. I think a vanilla or... Oh, okay. All right, I gotta go. Okay, y'all, I have my scones here. Super good. The maple was okay, worked okay, but I will definitely use vanilla in the future and restock my cabinet. So I hope you have fun with this scone recipe. You can do anything to it, like add raisins or cranberries or nuts or whatever you like. So yeah, or blueberries. Ooh, that would be good. Blueberry scones would be yum. So eccentrified it just with my earth balance and a vegan buttermilk, which just your soy milk or almond milk with some lemon in it. And there you go. So remember, even you can eccentrify any recipe. Have a great day.